I have never
So,
seen this game before. Never.
yeah, we're kind of just cutting into the thick of it with the F-Zero GX story mode instead of just watching all of the tracks and stuff. Maybe do that later at some point, but only if Calexo's up to it. But anyways, here's Black Bull and the new antagonist of the series, or at least this game. Hooey!
What's that very wee?
So you're gonna notice two things off the bat with these cinematics. Motion capture and voice acting.
Wait, just give me one more chance. One more chance is all you get to win this F-Zero Grand Prix, or you know the price of failure. Yes, I can win it this time. I swear.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Black Shadow to sound so pathetic, I guess.
That music. Oh dear.
Yeah, there's a lot of vocal tracks in this.
Just walking down the street.
Yeah. Nobody gives a shit about Captain Falcon in this universe.
I think that's true of any universe, really. Unfortunately.
Well, at least in this universe, Nintendo doesn't give a shit about him.
Yeah. That's what I was implying.
Yeah, because, like, this is the last mainline game, and this was released in 2003, so it's almost been 20 years since we've gotten an F-Zero game. Think about that.
It's funny this is a racing series. I think it's mostly known for his appearances in Smash Brothers.
Yeah. That one scene from the anime that happens at the very end. Of course, nobody actually watched the anime, so nobody gets the full context to that scene, which is kind of bonkers.
I think they only care about that scene because of Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
Let's be
that's
fair.
also true. And also, out of context, it's still, you know, pretty noteworthy because, you know, Captain Falcon just kind of goes up and punches Black Shadow, and, like, a part of the galaxy explodes.
So, how is this game?
This is a really good game. But the story missions can, suck a dick, because, they're really hard.
Oh.
Like, very hard. Like, I wanted to try and find, like, a very hard run of this game, but, I couldn't find anything that had the story mode cutscenes intact, so we're just watching a normal playthrough, I'm assuming.
Ah.
Because you have to do, like, the story mode missions on multiple difficulties in order to get the, F-Zero AX Racers. So, this game launched alongside an arcade version, which was a collaboration between, Sega and Namco, if you could believe it. Oh yeah, right, this game was developed by Sega and not Nintendo themselves, not the EAD division. And it runs on the Super Monkey Ball engine.
This music.
This time, the prize will be mine.
Yeah, keep talking, Black Shadow.
You stole the prize money from us last time. You will pay for that.
You will pay for that.
That's a fine-looking machine you're driving, Falcon. You know the law here in Red Canyon. If you lose the race, you forfeit your
I like how much they move their arms around, just their whole ass forearms.
You can't back down now. The mighty Falcon can't back down from a challenge now, can he? Let's do it.
I think that's the thing with motion capture is whenever you're just like not actually doing the voice acting, you kind of have to be like, I have to move my arms because I'm not actually voicing. It's like, no, you don't really have to do that, but It's kind of a weird
And,
instinctual
like,
thing.
do 2 backflips and then point to a checkpoint. I really wanted Samurai Goro for Smash Brothers, but I should have expected that that wasn't gonna happen, like, at all, because, you know, F-Zero.
No, very clearly they should have had Earthworm Jim.
I can't believe that me listening to Eyes of Heaven got you on an Earthworm Jim kick.
Oh yeah. I should be rendering the video that I did the other day, but
You watched 1, I assume?
and 2.
Oh god, 3 is next, and I, like, only heard a bit about the development of it.
We'll get to that. We'll get to it.
We should be talking about F-Zero and not about, you know...
So this is, I assume, like a story-specific level?
Yes. All of the tracks in the story mode are specific to, story mode itself. You can't play these without any sort of cheats.
Oh.
Because you don't want to be racing this with like 30 other racers if you're going to have to deal with giant boulders.
Yeah.
And no way to refuel your energy.
It's just amusing that they went to the effort of making, like, story-specific racetracks.
You know. Why not? Ah, the skin of their teeth. That was close.
Falcon, I'm gonna get you in the Grand Prix!
I love the delay before he's just sent flying.
Oh shit, there's an explosion, I better fall.
And now we're just going to the casino for no reason.
There's a lot of cutscenes in this game, aren't there?
Yeah. And Biorex drinking a beer.
So now there's, like, character-specific, like, endings, I guess?
There's just, like, short little funny things. If you eat all of the cups on Master Mode, the hardest difficulty, that'll play at the last cup. And then you can, you know, view it later whenever you want.
You're the famous Falcon!
Show me the Falcon Punch!
Yeah, that's gonna be us when we're old and decrepit. When they make Captain Falcon real with, like, biotechnology.
I can't believe there's a cutscene where Captain Falcon's in a bar getting bothered by a drunk old man.
I also like the implication that Dr. Clash, a scientist and an engineer, is just works the bar at night for his night shift.
But what was Famicom? Why did that name just pop up?
You know, I guess that's just a reference to the Super Nintendo, because he was originally supposed to be the mascot of it. And I know that I, like, mentioned that when we're watching F-Zero SNES, or I guess as the title of the video says, F-Zero 1?
Oh yeah, the soundtrack is dope.
Oh yeah, right. This does have a really great soundtrack.
I recognize it from Smash Brothers.
This is a song from Smash Brothers, and they don't have, like, any of the other themes in it. Like, they don't have, like, Lightning, Fire Field, not even Port Town, even though the GX Port Town is a stage you could play on in Smash.
They have other GX songs in there, because I know there's one more.
There's, the theme of Green Plant. There's, like, the theme of viewing your Time Trials Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Just really weird. There's no character themes or, like, anything else, so still just like, damn, we could have gotten so much more.
I think, Janice, you're asking for quite a lot.
I'm asking for music to be ported into Smash Brothers. Come on. I'm not
I mean,
asking for like 10 F-Zero characters for a new Fighter's Pass.
as an Earthbound fan, they took them like 5 games to like add more than just things that reference other games than Earthbound.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I'll also imagine being like a Punch-Out fan,
Oh God, yeah.
as we are.
Yeah, I forgot about that. How like there's like barely anything for Punch Out. Like they could have had the fucking like character themes in that game, like Disco Kid, Von Kaiser, fucking Super Macho Man. But no, those are just not there because they're like, oh, it's just the same song. Meanwhile, Donkey Kong Jungle Theme gets like 5 remixes.
I like that Falcon took the money, and then when he saw something was going on, he's like, never mind, I don't need money. What is this, Road Rash?
I guess.
Guys, the party's just starting.
That's
Michael Shane and all of his clones, I guess.
It's evil Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Vin Diesel, except like much beefier. Vin Beefle.
I'd hope so. Don't know how much your car is going to move if you can't accelerate.
And then you have to race against Michael Chain's weird clones, which are robots or just whitewashed versions of himself.
Weird. I noticed the icons in at least the last race were animated.
Yeah, those are actually 3D models that they have like going at all times, so they like vibrate in reaction to like how your machine is, how fast your machine is going, and they like spin if you do a spin attack.
So the
Also,
spin
if
attack
you-
thing, is this new? I don't remember this.
No, it was in the previous game. Just that
Right.
it barely showed up. I was expecting it to show up at some points, but nah, that player was like doing really good in that video.
I hate to be that guy, but it does remind me of how that was a thing in the fictional video game in Part 3. And then it got added to F-Zero, which is like feels kind of full circle.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much Nintendo like pays attention to like JoJo and stuff, because you know it's really easy to spot a Jim Jam's Ram France like
Yes.
coming a mile away.
His icon was spinning. Oh,
Yeah, I told you, it spins.
beautiful. This is wild.
Yeah. This story mode doesn't hold its punches.
It's involved.
Oh, very. Oh, I guess Michael Chain is just fucking dead, so I guess the Bloody Chain gang is just gonna belong to,
Wow.
Blue Cap? I don't know what to call him.
Oh, they're back.
Oh no! After Falcon! Don't lose him!
A
Oh.
voice doesn't fit at all. Jeez.
Yeah, the voice casting is curious.
It was like the first time that they had this series get voice acted.
Are you alright?
But
Jody's still inside the building!
Wait there.
Go get him, Falcon.
it might have been like one of those things where they got like English-speaking voice work in Japan specifically, and not like in the United States. or other areas?
That's a good question.
Because I know that, like, a bunch of other games had that, like, House of the Dead. Before you ask, no, this isn't just a straight line. Oh, you poor fool.
Yeah, Falcon's never actually been dubbed in Smash Brothers.
No, he hasn't. And the only time that they gave him new lines, apparently, was just getting him to slurp ramen for Min Min's trailer. And nothing else.
This looks highly annoying.
Yeah, this is giving me, like, anxiety, because I hate, like, being extremely precise about things.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they give you, like, even less time on the harder difficulties.
Jody! Black shot. Falcon, you've come to die. I needn't have wasted time looking for you then. Let's settle this at the Grand Prix. Not like this. It's the coward's way.
It's a cowardly thing to fight.
You make it sound so noble. I just plan to eliminate anyone who stands between me and the prize. Simple as that.
My name is Seth. Wait.
What are you doing? Come out, Blood Falcon.
What?
Are you?
He's just
Okay.
here now.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What the fuck?
Farewell, Captain Falcon. You and Blue Falcon can die together.
Oh,
I
Jesus
love that
Christ.
line reading so much. I guess he just Falcon flexed out of that magic.
I mean, he can apparently emit fire. He's like Kyo's dad.
Deus Ex Falcina.
Wait, Kyo's dad is a playable character. Never mind.
Yeah, it was playable. Like a few games.
It's Kyo's dad's dad.
Kyo's grandpappy. So, don't slow down, or you die.
What if I wanna?
You die?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, if you could see the speedometer with the skull right next to 700 kilometers per hour. As you know, a skull is a very bad thing.
Oh, that means pirates are gonna be there, and I love pirates.
I don't want an explosion and then pirates come out instead of, like, shrapnel and heat. Ugh! Even I felt that. Ugh.
Yeah, there's not actually, like, a Japanese voice cast, so... This game is just in English and casted really weirdly.
Yeah. Actually, though, everybody gets a chance to voice, because there's those interviews that you get to do when you finish a cup.
Right, right.
I don't think we're going to cover those because there's so many. We'll at least see, you know, the Master Mode endings because, you know, it's short enough to cover.
This is actually very similar to Punch-Out in that they kind of have, like, the last game in the series was made by essentially a third party, but, like, it is incredibly detailed and just seems actually really great.
Yeah.
As cheesy as this game is, because the voice acting is, it's something, but, like,
this game did shine for all of its other reasons. The gameplay, the looks, the feel.
Yeah. It seems like it's actually a really great game, for all intents and purposes, and it's kind of just, I don't know.
Thrown into the wayside, not really to be acknowledged by Nintendo ever again.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Like, Punch-Out Wii at least was, like, on the Wii U Virtual Console, I think? I could be mistaken, but yeah, there's been no re-releases of GX at all. And they did, like, put F-Zero X on the Nintendo Switch Online thing, but one, you need to pay extra for it, and two, it's not even rollback. So, what's the fucking point? Yeah. Now you know how I feel.
The high-flying medico, Dr. Stewart. The hitman who flies at the speed of sound, Pico.
Pico!
Japanese warrior, Samurai Goro. The cyborg returns, Mighty Gazelle.
And Mighty Gazelle's here, even though he has no importance in the plot.
Well, still alive it seems, but I won't miss this chance to make mincemeat of you. Black Shadow, I'll show you.
I'm now remembering that, like, one Twitter account that keeps making short clips that, like, edit the in-game text, and, like, the mission text for this said, "Become mincemeat."
Jesus.
I mean, you're gonna become mincemeat because this particular one is, really,
I like the description of, not just, like, win the race, like, become the champion.
So, yeah, they have a story mode exclusive track that's hard as balls. There's fucking lava here, and ice. Don't question the logic of it, again, it's just video game stuff.
It's the future.
Yeah. They found a way to make ice make vehicles without wheels slip.
Oh, yeah. I'm just bobbing my head with this music. It's a banger.
Yeah. This is definitely like one of the better Mute
shit.
Cities.
I just realized it's Mute City.
Yeah, this song actually is called For the Glory featuring Mute City. Most of the composition, like, isn't actually Mute City until, like, the second part of it. There is a remix of just Mute City that you could enable when you're on a Mute City track.
With special guest, Mute City.
Just the entire population of Mute City, just in a studio. I can actually imagine that because I'm in that audio engineering class, and you cannot fit an entire population in an audio studio booth.
I assume as much.
He's gonna make it out last second. Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit. I think you have to come in first place no matter what.
Well, yeah, you have to become the champion.
Yeah.
The F-Zero Committee will now present the champion's prize belt.
This MIDI-ass Eyes of Heaven piano.
I can't wear this.
Black Shadow, you failed again. You good for nothing.
Forgive me, Lord Death.
Oh, he's in a monkey ball.
Just who are
Yeah, Super Monkey Ball engine.
Grand Prix champion of the underworld. Why don't you and I race each other tomorrow? Surely, as champion, you have to accept.
He's
All
really
right.
straining to speak. He's huffing and puffing in between sentences.
Alright, Cassidy just came in and just murdered someone in front of our eyes. Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, here's the
nobody-
icon of doom. What the fuck? Icon of sin.
Yeah, there's just hell in F-Zero now.
Alright.
I've been waiting for you. Did you bring the champion's belt? Good.
What's he look like? What the fuck?
Yeah, they're just.
Falcon, shall I tell you something before you die? Dark and light, the two great forces which make up our universe. These two universal forces are condensed in each of our belts. Didn't you know?
I think darkness is just the absence of light, so that's really one thing.
Possible to seize that power. Then I can turn this whole galaxy into a pile of ashes in an instant. How I've waited for this moment. The world will fall into total darkness.
Not if I can help it. I'll destroy you yet. Let's go.
Yeah, they're just making this into a full-ass tokusatsu now. They're just like, fuck it. There's supernatural shit in these belts.
At first, it seemed like Falcon was just not answering him because he's just like, man, what is this guy on? He's like, light and darkness, and Falcon's like, alright, dude, I'm just gonna race you. That's what I do.
I mean, he just beat the shit out of Chrom in Smash Brothers 4, and that's why he's not playable in that game. Oh yeah, this track rules, and it's called Emperor Breath.
Legit when you have
That's
Emperor
it.
Breath.
Yeah, there are so many weird song names, like Paper Engine, Feel Our Pain, Osk Sync Carnival,
Feel the pain.
Feel a Fear, Dead Coffee. Part of me is morbidly curious about that, but I also just don't want fucking crypto shit recommended to me on YouTube.
Fine. Like YouTube recommendations are just nonsense. Like at this point, it doesn't matter anymore. Like,
Yeah. Whee!
I don't know what this reminds me of. Like kind of all the different paths going into the wall or coming out of the wall reminds me of that like final level in Crash Team Racing.
I was thinking the same thing. Oh my god. Outside Station, yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely is like that. Although it doesn't have that like weird jump.
Right.
Like one jump that goes through so many tracks, which is like that shouldn't work in a kart racing game, but it just does.
This game is like fast, and I know that's like redundant, but like for a racing game, it is extremely like. It seems like it's very hard to actually keep track of what's going on. And
Oh,
there's
yeah.
seriously no layouts.
It's definitely something that takes a lot of practice getting used to. Last second again, jeez. Just so you know, Deathborn, you died because you're being a salty-ass baby.
Oh man, they combine now that I can actually wear it.
Yeah, when I heard that sound effect, I was like, yeah, this is Toku as hell.
Why do I have a gun?
He only used it once in, like, the F-Zero SNES, like, instruction booklet, because it came with, like, a little comic.
Oh yeah.
He shot a guy that looked like K. Rool, and that's literally the only time he used that gun.
Your best creation? So, it was you who set up everything, but why?
To tell you the truth, there are no universal forces.
What?
Now you have become the champion of the two Grand Prix. We'll take out your soul from your body and turn it into our creation.
These are apparently the creators of the F-Zero universe. They just exist in a fucking belt that anyone can win.
They're Luigi Mansion ghosts?
Apparently. Or Protoss, I guess. Yeah. This story went to really weird place.
Staff Ghost is in, like, you have to beat one of the best times of the developers, or...
I guess.
Oh, Rainbow Road.
Yeah, it's called Phantom Road, although there's data in the game to suggest that it was going to be called Rainbow Road at one point.
Jeez. It's a nice looking road, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, the visuals in this game is like nothing to scoff at. It's like one of the best looking GameCube games out there.
I'm looking up the soundtrack when we get done.
Yeah. If you want to know, the name of this theme is Dizzy in all caps.
That's not good.
Yeah, but unlike the Guilty Gear character, I really don't know what I was going with this.
Yeah, no, I just kind of was just like bad, and then yeah, I noticed that we literally are racing like a ghost, in that we're actually just in first place, and there is no other racers. But
there is a ghost.
Yeah, there's a ghost, so that's a little confusing, but hey.
I know that the actual version of this track that you do race in is really hard. Like, maybe we'll see it at some point, but like, oof.
So you don't race this?
Nah, this is a story mode exclusive.
Huh.
Because, like, if you were to do a race with 30 other racers without, like, any rails...
I was gonna ask. It's like, I know it's like, you obviously can't see any, but I was wondering if you actually would just fall off, and,
yeah, there's no rails here at all. If you go up, you, fucking die, and you have to start the whole thing over again.
Oh, God. I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah, game is hard.
The ghost wasn't too tough, but, guessing it's
everything
because...
else leading up to it was.
Yeah.
I guess fuck the creators of the universe.
I'm
Falcon
retired.
really is, yeah, he's just like, fuck this shit, I'm done for the day. You know, just an average day in the life of Captain Falcon. You win a few races, you race against some evil guys, the creators of the universe.
I like Captain Falcon isn't much of a character. He's just a guy. He's good at racing.
It's weird. I mean, I think there could be potential, but, you know, it's a racing game first and foremost. But it's still kind of like, you know, miraculous that they even, like, did go out of their way to make a story mode for F-Zero.
It's interesting. It's like they didn't need to do all of this.
Yes, they did just say Falcon Punch in this F-Zero song.
I heard that. Oh my god. Wow, this is weird.
Welcome to the world of F-Zero.
So yeah, they need to make another one of these.
Badly. Do you know what I realized?
What's that?
This credits is doing the same thing that, like, almost every 3D Sonic game does.
Yeah, this is... Well, this is, you said Sega worked on this, right?
Yep.
That explains it, yeah.
It was Sega, but not, like, the Sonic team.
Right, but still, like... Yeah.
You know, devs will just pick up habits from other devs.
Nintendo and Capcom remind me of each other a little bit. In that
How's that?
There's a lot of sequels I wish they'd make, and they're like, no, we're just gonna stick to the ones we're comfortable with.
Yeah. We're already getting Street Fighter 6, not fucking any of their other IPs that have been collecting dust for so long.
Darkstalkers.
I know that Ono wanted to make a new Darkstalkers, but no.
That doesn't make them Street Fighter money.
So if you beat all of the cups on the hardest difficulty, you get these little movies. They're just goofy little things.
Alright.
Yeah, they had a little bit too much fun with some of these. Well, the motion capture actor for this was probably just like, yeah, I'm just gonna dance. Because we don't know what to do with most of these characters. Just cosmic... I forgot what these things are called, like, not Twizzlers, Sparklers?
Dazzlers?
Dazzlers? The fucking LA ribbon thing, but it's just a giant... It's just cosmic spheres. To think that this character in the anime is like a hardened Galactic Federation officer who's also an android.
That was weird.
Oh yeah, Dr. Stewart's theme sounds like fucking royalty-free music.
Are these all short music videos?
Most of them are. But you'll get a glimpse of, like, every character's theme through these.
That was a sound effect in Meteos.
This guy. He's apparently 18.
I want rock.
That's not safe for work. Even if he has a helmet on.
Oh, I thought you were calling it Rule 34. Like this.
No, we're not doing that again.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're just like some of these where they're just driving invisible cars so you can see them, I guess. And so Samurai Goro can do this without fucking cutting up the inside of his machine.
Samurai Goro, aka Wonder Woman.
I would rather have a 2-hour and like 30-minute movie of Samurai Goro instead of Wonder Woman.
What the fuck?
You should get an F-Zero movie and not a Mario Bros. Movie. Oh yeah, right, there's a character that has actual fucking firearms! In a Nintendo game.
Yeah, his name's Captain Falcon. What? I am not afraid of someone named Pico.
But look at him, he's packing... Oh wait, you're from Texas, never mind.
Just be a dick, I'm gonna shoot over your head. Captain Falcon's de-aged a little bit.
Oh no, not F-Zero babies!
Why is there... We're in a future where there's a train and also the lady... What is going on?
I don't know, they needed a scenario where they wanted to see Captain Falcon's underwear.
Wow, these are weird.
It gets weirder. Somebody was thirsty at work.
Shit, what do you call scalies for amphibians?
That's an octopus, you dork!
Is an octopus not amphibious?
No, they're cephalopods, not amphibians.
I don't know anything about creatures. Animals? Animals.
I don't know. Cephalosona? There we go. That sound effect.
This character still exists.
And he probably won't be acknowledged by Nintendo like ever again. It's F-Zero.
Is that a bad thing?
I'm not 100% sure. You know what? He actually looks like Bravo from Chaos Code.
Bravo doesn't horrify me. Imagine playing a game, like, beating it all hard and doing all the fucking tough shit, and you unlocked that last video.
You probably get nightmares if you're like 10. And here's Fox McCloud's dead father doing some dancing. He's absolutely abusing substances right now. Or he's just extremely white, I don't know.
Billy!
Ababo!
It's great because I don't know what any of these characters look like, so all of a sudden it's like, oh, alright, there's a monkey.
Super intelligent monkey, super intelligent dinosaur.
Does he race around in a giant bubble?
Nah. I mean, his machine is yellow by default, so it kind of looks like a banana. Huh?
Okay.
He never recovered from his head injuries. I don't know what's going on with this motion capture. I think with motion capture, you really have to, like, exaggerate motions, I guess. Or at least that was, like, the thought process back then.
It was just this is going on in a Nintendo product.
Yeah.
Alright, that was weird.
It'll just stay consistently weird throughout.
I think he's creating that one TMNT character whose name I don't remember.
Krang?
Kodos? Wait, I'm thinking of Simpsons.
The Simps.
This is like, yeah, the thing that Krang rides around in.
Jump
combined
it, Jack!
With Dr. Eggman.
Look at all my fans. They happen to be Doral from Virtua Fighter.
This is a Virtua Fighter character, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Luke. Never mind.
This is what Luke will become in Street Fighter 7. He'll grow all of his hair back, and he'll just become a David Bowie suck-up. There were no survivors.
Oh no, not Dino Rex.
Dino Crisis.
Honey, I'm home.
Meat! Perfect. Flambe!
Is this Gex? He went to the prehistoric channel and he's ready to make some memes.
God, Gex.
What? Oh, it's a Kremling. Also, what the fuck is happening?
Things. Ideas.
Oh, it's Sir Dan.
I'm glad that that was your first answer. Ah, my hand.
I hate it when this happens. Midlifer?
I don't know, like, this guy is like, I fucking hate Samurai Goro so fucking much, and here they're just like, you know what, he's just fighting his midlife crisis in a laundromat.
I thought he was Samurai Goro.
Nah. He used to work for him, though. Now he's just like, I fucking hate him. And also my clothes are gone. Bye. No!
Hello, I'm Beastman.
This one is entirely in 2D for some reason.
This reminds me of the way that Tekken Tag 2 did its endings, although not as good.
And Twisted Metal Hammerhead ending.
Oh yeah.
Good thing these first-class tickets are refundable.
Leon. Oh no, not Highway Star.
I am the Great Leon!
Okay,
What?
they could use Highway Star in this context, but not JoJo. Well, okay, that one kind of makes more sense, because, you know...
Oh,
People
JoJo's
will
is entirely like, let's just be as sure as possible.
Yeah, Highway a Go-Go.
I don't know have a reference for what this thing rides, so I'm just really confused. Oh man, that is one ugly kitten. Guitar Hero.
Yeah. Guess. Brown isn't a good color for a superhero outfit. I'm gonna be real with you.
Brown is rarely a good color for anything you wear.
I think there are some instances where it could be used, but you just have to be really careful about it.
It's Captain America, but for brown.
Captain America, but for mud.
It's a Miss Arrow.
Yeah.
She's not wearing brown, so that's... Jesus Christ, what is this game's problem? Oh man, Silver Surfer loves this shit.
You leave me no choice! Be wary of jacking off!
Here's a back. What is that meter? Like, what does that even represent? What is
I
going
don't know,
on?
like approval? I don't know.
I don't understand. What the fuck? This keeps going.
They live together. They, you know, eat the same baguette. They shit in the same toilet.
That has gotta suck for the guy who's on bottom.
Hey guys, I'm gonna fight nothing.
Shadowboxing.
Is that what shadowboxing is? Just you fight nothing?
Essentially.
Oh.
Alright.
More of this.
Oh god.
In a Nintendo game from 2003.
Michael Chain is like a total wrestler name.
It is. That honestly is like a character idea in of itself, just like a wrestler who just became like a race car driver.
What is that meter?
You'll never find out because that was the last of those.
There's another one in the laundromat.
Yeah, you're gonna see them recycle a few ideas, and now Blood Falcon is just, you know,
I'll be edgy, I'll throw my clothes in the laundromat.
Oh no, I threw my whites in with my reds.
No, I'm strawberry milk flavored.
My blood color is bled over. It's dressed like a Kingdom Hearts character now.
Oh no.
Jody is still inside the building.
I'll instruct you how to get to her through dance.
You should YouTube poop these if you have time.
I mean, these aren't YouTube poops?
No, they aren't. But I think they might make great material for YouTube poop.
Alright. There's something fantastic going on in Captain Falcon.
And some... Sluck.
Sluck.
Oh, he's got an orange GameCube.
Roger Buster?
The last video we did, I forgot this guy's name. And you want to know what I realized? There has to be like some sort of Japanese subculture where like truck drivers decorate their trucks, because I know that Sodom has a similar thing going on.
Ah. I was gonna say this is, he's going to go set up that one Street Fighter Cross Tekken stage.
I was also thinking that too.
Dr. Clash.
Yeah, Dr. Clash. Or Gary Busey, when he lives forever.
There's so many concerning figures in this game.
Fuck that one guy in particular, and now I'm just gonna drown.
Like Shadow bloopers.
Whoa!
Kinda weird that they have like these bloopers, quote unquote, but there's like no voice acting for them.
Oh, these are like motion cap bloopers or something.
that would be great. Ow, my knee.
Alright.
Oh yeah, this guy has like the best machine in the game, hands down, and he looks like this.
He looks like Heihachi with the sphere for a body.
And he's packing heat too.
Strashimasu. Gomenasai.
Alright.
You wanna know what's hip?
What is hip?
This in like the year the 90s.
Is that Arya? Area?
This has to be like Arya's brother that she never mentioned in Street Fighter EX. I guess this is just how everybody saw like nerds back then. Yeah, he's a total nerd because he fucking bootlicked the cops. Like, I'm gonna report this guy. Oh yeah, these guys are just racist. I'm wincing right now.
Oh. Right.
So, no wonder why this game didn't get a re-release. It's actually a good thing that we're not watching all of the interviews, because I don't want to hear these characters.
Oh. Lord. Wow.
And now on to characters that aren't racist.
Samus in Morph Ball. Oh no, it's Seth again. That's the Mandragora. Get you through Aria of Sorrow nicely.
There's like green screen explosion effect. Ha ha ha, I love this race.
That's a design, wow.
Oh yeah, right, Samurai Goro has a son, but in the anime he has a wife.
Well, I mean, one thing leads to another, I guess.
I hate this kid so much.
Is that the small brawl version of Samurai Goro?
Maybe. God, if F-Zero comes back with like a kid spin-off, I'm gonna puke. Oh no, F-Zero has its own Shantae, complete with Orientalism. Fuck.
I'm alright with this music though, it's pretty jamming.
Yeah, this theme's good, but I'm like, damn girl, your waist looks like you'll accidentally snap your own spine in half.
I'm so glad the mangaka for One Piece has designed a character for F-Zero.
God.
Not sure why I went with mangaka, but you know, hey. Oh no, this sounds awful.
You were probably thinking of Rohan, weren't you?
That's another one of the fucking laundromat.
And it'll be the last of the laundromat ones, unless you want to see Deathborn at a laundromat. Just takes off his helmet and he puts it in there and he's just a brain.
It's the same gag.
Was that a Tekken kick? That looked like a Tekken kick.
You said Namco worked on this.
That is true. And Sega.
Oh, speaking of. It's time to make some crazy cutscenes.
The clinically insane cab service.
It's the Nintendo game.
It is very much a Nintendo game of the year 2003.
I almost kind of see why they don't want to make another one of these. Hell, this is fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't think you could get, like, away with, like, half of the stuff that they're doing right now, because it's just kind of a different time these days.
How did a robot...
How did a robot drink that oil? I don't know. That shark is dead.
X.
Oh yeah, in F-Zero AX, they just introduced their own Captain Falcon. He didn't catch on, because he's like a time cop. No, I don't want the police running the fucking timeline, jeez.
Uh... Okay.
Deathborn's ass.
Rude? That was extremely rude. Well, that's just murder.
I think everything he's doing is just murder. I mean, he's called Deathborn for a reason.
What an extremely weird game. Alright, time for Grand Prix.
Alright, time for... It's still really loud. Holy shit. So, yeah, this is the actual game part of stuff. Although, you know, story mode was part of the game.
This is your arcade mode, really.
Essentially, yeah. So, this is the best racer in the game. Because, all of the stats for every machine is actually incorrect.
What?
Yeah, in like, it's like Crash Team Racing, where, like, the body, the boost, and the grip isn't, like, truly accurate to, like, the in-game data.
Huh.
So, like, Fat Shark here actually has the best booster in the game.
Huh.
And compared to, like, F-Zero X, the physics are a lot more fine-tuned, so you're really not going to see, like, too much, like, flying techniques, I guess.
Right.
And, you know, of course, being a GameCube game, this game definitely has a lot in terms of graphics over F-Zero X.
Oh my god, the health. Wait, can you blow up by going to 0?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, rail sliding, you do that at the end of the race instead of the beginning, like X.
Huh.
Because at a certain point, you, like, slow down.
Oh, so we're going to a Sonic stage, I think.
Yep. Was the drum section really that, like, hard to understand?
What?
Whenever people bring up Carnival Night Zone, they bring up the barrel that you're supposed to... Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was absolutely no reason when you get to that point of the game, because I was one of the people that really struggled with that as a kid, because nothing else in the game actually uses that style of input. Like, and like, not only in that game, but in that series, up until that point, there's nothing where you use, like, up and down to, like, manipulate something. Like, you don't, like, go up ladders or something. So there was no, like, especially because it's a physics object. So you look at it and you're like, or you jump on it and you're immediately like, oh, okay, if I jump on it, it goes down and then up, so I have to keep jumping on it because it's a physics object. It's like, no, you have to hold up and down, which somehow controls it, even though that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Dang. So, other, like, small mechanics changes. You may have noticed that, the player turns off his engine after boosting. That's an advanced technique that actually extends the duration of, like, your boost.
What?
It doesn't make sense, but it's just a thing that works in this game.
Sounds like a weird oversight where it's like, when the engine's off, it doesn't, like, have as much friction.
Maybe. It definitely, like, sounds like a oversight, but There's an advanced technique in this game.
That you just turn your engine off.
Yeah, I mean, you know, most racing games have that option because you have to press a button to, you know, drive and move forward.
You mean brake?
Well, there's braking and then there's the gas. And then there's like that slide, which also makes you go really fast.
I can't tell, is this like a remix of the original Sand Ocean, or...
It is not.
Right.
All of the tracks, all of the music tracks are completely new. Except for that remix of Mute City, the remixes of Big Blue, and that one section in For the Glory featuring Mute City.
I really like Big Blue for some reason.
It's a good track.
I like it. It's just, it's kind of funny that it's like, it's not like they have the one defining track, they have two.
You know. And they're both in Mario Kart, and we're not going to get any other F-Zero tracks in Mario Kart, because they got plenty of Mario Kart Tour tracks to recycle for that big-ass expansion pack.
Yeah?
I really do hope that at some point they update, like, the graphics of that, because it looks really, really rough.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Everything looks like it's made out of plastic.
It just looks significantly worse.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like the semi-realistic, like, styles that, like, Mario Kart 8 has. And also, like, something weird, like Wario World, where it's just, like, cartoony 3D models on, like, a realistic environment. That, I kind of dig that shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was thinking WarioWare, and I got really confused. Forgot they actually made, like, platformers of Wario at some point.
Yeah, they did. And they will never make another one.
I was thinking about talking over Wario World, and it's like, that game is interesting, but it also is like, it has the Breath of the Wild thing where half of the game is spent inside these little, like, mini-game rooms.
Oh god, yeah. I thought you were talking about, like, that thing where if you, like, fall off a pit, you have to, like, fight against, like, rhinoceros heads.
Oh,
Find
yeah.
the right switch back up. That was so fucking weird, even for a treasure game. Even for a Wario game, like, jeez.
Yeah, for a treasure game, it wasn't very boss-centric.
I mean, every like level had its own boss, and every like section just had a straight up like boss fight. Like 2 levels each with their own boss, and then just a bigger boss fight.
I don't remember that actually. Maybe I need to actually go revisit that one.
You should. I wouldn't mind doing that with you, but I don't know who else would cover the other Wario Land games, because I'm not really as familiar with those.
I played 3. Weirdly, I would just have like the 1. It was 3. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like 4, and I'm you know, it's a good game. I like.
There is a lot of discussion to be had about why 4 is like a diamond in the rough, like a masterpiece of sorts.
Well, you know, it's great. I think I just really liked the unorthodox kind of puzzle aspect of 3, where it's like not really a platformer because you can't really die. You just have to like use enemies hitting you stuff to solve puzzles.
Yeah.
It's a good series.
Very much so. Kind of a, you know, it is a shame that they just stopped making Wario Land games.
Among other
not to
things
knock
that
on.
Nintendo needs to actually like revive.
Yeah. Not Earthbound, though, because, you know, Earthbound is complete, essentially.
No, that is exactly fine where it is.
It's definitely like F-Zero. Punch-Out at this point, because it's almost been, like... It's definitely been more than 10 years since the last Punch-Out game.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about, like, when it came to, like, Punch-Out's replayability, and there's, like, so many little ways to, like, challenge yourself to play the games. Even if they are, like, relatively short and arcadey style games. Like,
They're great.
I watched a video on, like, somebody doing Wii Punch-Out without ducking or dodging. It wasn't Zallard, surprisingly enough.
That jump makes me extremely uncomfortable.
Why?
Because it looks horrifying.
Yeah, it's the thrills, it's the chills. And here we go with the ice that probably shouldn't work on a machine like this. Yeah, Aeropolis is really cool. This game has really cool environments.
I'm trying to think how you would actually have, like, something that would screw up the friction of, like, off a vehicle. It's like... I guess technically a grating might be, like, not very stable if you're working on propulsion from something that, like, is right below you.
I was actually thinking something involving electromagnetism.
Yeah?
Because I know that in 2D F-Zeros, there's like a kind of like a track part that increases the gravity if you're flying above it.
Ah. Ruby.
Not to be confused with the Rooster Teeth series.
Yes.
It's common knowledge that
How do you imagine this guy sounding?
That's right.
Not like
I've
that,
taken
wow.
every chance that came my way and clawed my way out of the slums.
Jesus Christ, this
you for the
guy's
interview.
fucking
And
huge.
that's all for adrenaline-driven F-Zero
And
TV. That's it, everyone.
Incredibly
We'll see you at the next
non-distinct
Grand Prix.
sounding.
Is it gonna play that every time we win a cup?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Why didn't you ask him about having a TV on his PC?
Ness. Yes, Big Blue.
Abe?
Yeah. Those are incorrect. I really like the way that they envisioned Big Blue in this one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Is there significantly less, like, flying in this one?
Yeah. Not like X. Things are a lot more grounded, even though that there are some perilous jumps.
Oh, man.
It's because in F-Zero GX, it was just a lot easier to, like, control the angle of your car to, like, slow its momentum while flying. And you could do, like, a side attack in midair, which, like, increased your velocity if you're doing it in the air. And here, you really can't do that.
This level looks great.
Yeah. It's really impressive that they got all of this working and running at 60 FPS. It's still looking this good.
That's true.
Oh god,
yeah.
he's not gonna get first. Yeah. You want to know what bugs me about this cup in particular?
I'm kidding.
There are 2 port towns in this cup.
What?
Yeah, so here's the Smash Brothers stage, which was honestly just 100% ported into Smash Brothers Brawl and then recycled in Wii U before they had to touch up on the graphics in Ultimate. Then there's just another Port Town track, and I'm just like, okay. That small detail just kind of bugs me. Like, you couldn't have, like, a different venue for that? Okay.
Is this track in Smash Brothers?
Yeah, the music?
Yeah.
No.
What?
No?
What?
They put this racetrack in Smash without any Port Town music. No songs associated with Port Town until Ultimate, which was just the one from SNES.
That's extremely weird.
I know.
I guess they kind of stopped doing that, but you would think that every stage would at least have one track that's, like, designed to fit that stage, you know?
Yeah.
And at the very least, you would include this music because you have it as a stage. What the fuck?
They're just gonna be like, you got one Port Town and it's gonna be the dinkiest sounding one in the whole game. Fuck you.
What's the multiplayer like in this?
It's split screen. There's no weird roulette thing like in F-Zero X. You respawn if you die instead.
Right, okay.
You're talking about like the competitive scene. I actually don't know much. Except, oh yeah, right. There's a feature that I've been glossing over this entire time. Custom vehicles are back.
What?
Yeah, you could make your own machine with like some predetermined parts. Though each part has its own stat associated with it. Like a different cockpit will alter your grip, a different booster, the boost, and the body. And there are some that are actually exclusive to F-Zero AX, the arcade version of it.
Huh. Can you just make, like, a broken-ass vehicle?
I think.
Perfect.
I still wish that I was able to play F-Zero AX because one thing about AX is that you could put your memory card into the arcade machine and you can unlock the AX exclusive characters and AX exclusive tracks that way too.
Wow.
Yep.
On disc DLC, baby.
Yeah, actually somebody discovered that the ROM of F-Zero AX is on the disc of F-Zero GX.
What? Wow.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, that's probably how they got that to work. They probably just, like, had a GameCube hidden in their arcade machine. And, it also comes with, the steering wheel and, like, the cockpit that moves around in reaction to what you're doing.
Yeah. You know what else is ridiculous?
What?
This track. It's ridiculously good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. This is the first instance of an actual Mobius strip in here. So, I remember I mentioned that, like, the track design in F-Zero GX would be a lot more robust than X. because they can like do a lot more with like the track geography than they could originally.
Ah. I just like an enormous fan of this track ever this music. I have to specify this music since Smash Brothers.
Right.
That's another
I
reason
like it too.
Should go through the rest of the soundtrack.
I'm still thinking about how Smash Brothers just gets weird music picks. And Port Town again. Thank you.
I'm glad the character has a bunch of different palettes, despite the fact that you're not really gonna see them.
Can't really see them. I mean, they're actually in the machines if you notice close enough.
Right.
It took the time to do that just because, you know, it was a neat little feature. So, if you remember anything about, like, the inwards pipes in X, this kind of steps it up to a whole new level.
Oh man, I love Roll Cage.
I know, it gets better.
Oh. Oh.
Obstacles.
Oh,
And,
Jesus Christ.
And motion sickness.
Let's say, induced vomiting.
I feel like I'm gonna puke. Hello, Sherm.
Sherm commentary. Shermentary.
What if we did a watch of Battle Craze and I just did it in the Sherm voice?
Let's just do all of our commentary in the voice of the characters that we voices.
No, I've been practicing my new default voice for a while. I just don't wanna. I don't wanna be like Sherm.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think I can do the creeper voice without fucking up my throat.
Well, I'm already fucking it up, Jesus. I mean, all you have to do is like think about like Mugen coding errors. You just have to think about CC's code, and then you'll get into the swing of things.
My design was inspired by F-Zero.
Yeah.
I am evil. I just want you to know that my head has been going up and down this entire time.
Yeah, I believe you.
All this music's really damn good.
Yeah. I know that T said that, like, F-Zero GX's OST is, like, some of the best music in an OST. Now, like, I could see his point, because everything's, like, varied. Everything's funky.
Bye! I'm back.
For a game that's pretty... Actually, I think 2003 really isn't, like, too early for, like, the GameCube's life. It was, like, pretty deep in it.
I couldn't tell you, yeah.
2001 was when the GameCube were released.
I was actually gonna guess that.
I'm only estimating that because of Smash Brothers Melee, a launch GameCube title.
Oh man, I love Sonic R music.
What? This sounds like Sonic R music?
Oh, well, it did before the guitars kicked in. Everybody
yeah, this track is
F-Zero
evil.
Racing. Sorry?
Yeah, this track is evil.
Oh, with the 90-degree turns, yeah.
Yeah, I hope you like no rails, bitch.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I? You know, somebody who obviously worked on this game's level design. Instead of me being like, not even 10 years old playing this game and playing it non-stop. Jeez, I love this series so much.
I love Mute City.
Oh, I'm cringing. I'm cringing. That was so bad. He's not gonna get first. But he's still gonna win the whole thing because he immaculated enough points. He's... Oh no, somebody died. Somebody fell off.
Second.
Zero thing, somebody dies.
I know that watch we had of, like the last game. There was someone dying, like, in every track.
Oh yeah, there was like a few tracks where everybody just died except for the player. So nobody knew how to deal with it.
There was also the player dying as they went past the finish line.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll see it in this video, but it isn't as exciting because, you immediately get revived even after you win.
Oh, we saw that earlier.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Features they should bring back in the next one.
F-Zero TV.
I got multiple questions.
Cryptocurrency.
Taking over the F-Zero will be my biggest financial commitment.
That's not what I asked.
C. Thank you for the interview.
He's
And
totally
that's all for
gonna
Adrenaline-Driven
spend it on
F-Zero
crypto
TV.
and
That's it,
like
everyone. We'll see you
make
at the
out with
next
that
Grand
coin.
I forgot to use the part of the one, like, uncut video. There was, like, a weird bonus ending. And, like, I just remember it has the line where the coin guy saying, "You're the first person I've shown this to." In just, like, the creepiest voice.
What did he show him anyways?
I think he showed him the Cryptoland video. Like, it was within another universe that they were watching that as a video, which made zero sense, but, you know.
You know, if the Matrix Resurrections can pull off some stupid meta shit, then so can crypto.
I sure do hope this video doesn't become dated when we talk about things like COVID and crypto, because, damn. Actually, no, I do hope it does become dated. I hope that shit's gone.
Yeah, me too. Because I'm also like, if there's an island full of fucking crypto bros, what are you even gonna do in your free time? Like...
Actually, that doesn't sound like a bad place. Like, and take all the
You know,
idiots and shove them off there.
Yeah, what if we took all the crypto bros and put them somewhere else? And this is Firefield. It no longer looks like pizza, but it's inside a volcano in like a lava mining facility. I think that's pretty neat.
This is called, Are You Prepared to Vomit Part 2?
Maybe we should have like a motion sickness warning? Who knows? Also, one thing that I've noticed with the way that GX handles like background elements is that they fade in when you're like close enough to notice them.
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed it in particular with this one, even when I was really young, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. I probably did it so like the game could keep its smooth frame rate without having to like keep everything loaded at once.
Right,
You know?
yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, right. Like, pipes are a lot more complex in this one as opposed to X. Obstacles, different widths. Still all the... that you get from driving on it. Also don't fly off as often.
Man. Yeah, I regret I didn't get to play these games when I was younger. I would have liked them.
Yeah. A weird thought is, whenever I heard this part of the song come up, the last lap section, I always imagined, like, fucking Diddy Kong shredding the guitar.
Oh yeah.
Because he played guitar in that one game that everybody loves to meme on.
He just
No,
gets
not into the pit! It burns!
not into the pit. It burns. Everybody has a voice like this now.
Everybody sounds like a generic white male!
And here's some more of your green plant.
Look at that. That preview looks,
Oh yeah, we got an inner tube that actually goes through the track. As an X, you like couldn't really have like the track interact with itself, but here you have like
oh my god.
tubes that go through a later portion of the track.
Oh, I see. It, like, it makes two big circles, but... Huh.
Yeah, they got really creative with the tracks. And I do think that there is still room for like more really cool ideas when it comes to like track design. Even though that Miyamoto was like, F-Zero, well, we can't think of anything new for it. Instead of just like new fucking tracks or like fucking online, please?
This game is actually pretty nice looking.
Yeah, it is.
God, this is... Ugh.
Yeah, motion sickness. The description for this video will just be like, after the recording was done, Calexo vomited. No way, that would be written in the third person if you're the one writing the description. Unless you quote me on that.
Quote from Janice. I vomited.
And not from Earthworm Jim.
I like his icon. He's kind of just shaking, like...
Because he's going so fast and he's moving around in this giant-ass straw. Oh yeah, right, there's like you could see like the leaves and the foliage like fly past you in certain parts, and that's really nice.
This game has, like, dynamic music to some extent.
Yeah, like when you go through the last lap, it'll play like a smaller but more intense section of the song.
Because I noticed that carried over to, Smash version. It's a nice
Yeah,
touch.
they probably put it in just so, you know, they include everything in it. Which makes me wonder why they didn't do that for the fucking Paper Mario medley. It only plays out one fucking part when you're doing it on Battlefield or Omega forms, and I hate it. Oh yeah, right, this is a split branch Mobius strip?
Huh.
Yeah, shit's wild.
The fact that there are character models for the, placement is very interesting.
I'm actually curious if, like, those are, like, the full models, or they just, like, have, like, just the shoulders up for those.
Probably just, like, headshots, because there'd be no reason to actually model anything else. Like, I imagine they're different models from the ones in the character select. Much in the way I imagine the one in the car is also a different model.
Yeah, you know, just to suit, like, the size and all that.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of polygons you don't need to be rendering if you're not going to be seeing it
You-
from far away.
And if you have a game that's like this intense and you're going through so much track so quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, always loved the look of this place.
Oh yeah, no, this game just has really nice set design.
Yeah, and saying that I've been to Vegas, like, you know, the casino-y part of Vegas to an extent. Yeah, this is pretty apt, except for, like, you can't smell the old cigarette smoke.
I'm sure you could if you were here.
Yeah. I don't know, just a weird smell that I'll never forget after visiting that place. Even if it's been, you know, since 2019.
I have a weird thing with cigarette smoke.
What's that?
I don't mind it. I think mostly because I grew up around 2 people who are heavy smokers.
Yeah, I can understand that. Even though that, you know, my brother became a smoker, I'm still, like, kind of intolerant to cigarette smoke specifically, because I'm just kind of sensitive to that kind of stuff. You know, as somebody growing up with autism.
Right, yeah. It kind of, it's weird. I like the atmosphere that, like, smoking and drinking kind of brings, despite the fact that I don't smoke or drink.
Me neither. I'm a little bit more cautious about drinking, given personal reasons.
Right. I just don't get a lot out of it. I tried at some point drinking, and then I think I got tipsy, and then I went, oh fuck, this is weird, and I stopped.
Yeah.
I found out I like me a good vodka.
Never thought you'd be a vodka person.
Well, it mixes well with stuff. You can also get it, like, flavored. Some cherry
Here's a
vodka.
trombone.
Oh
There's
my
a
god.
trombone as a track. Cherry vodka. I saw that they were selling strawberry milk at the cafeteria, and I almost wanted to get it. Because I was like, I haven't had that in a while. Maybe next time when I go, I'll probably nab myself some.
That's one of those flavors that, like, I've seen around. Like, that's, like, a popular thing. And that's, like, kind of weird to me. Just, like, that one flavor, like, kind of works. That chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, you never can go wrong with chocolate milk. Like, in high school, like, I would only drink chocolate milk because the regular milk just didn't taste right.
I was kind of weird about that. I thought chocolate milk could be, kind of meh sometimes.
I guess it depends on, like, the amount of chocolate that's actually involved.
Because I just like me some regular ass milk.
I guess it depends for me. Like, it's gotta be whole milk, not skim milk.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I also have a habit of drinking half and half at, like, family gatherings. Anyway, so yeah, this is GX's take on the half-pipe layouts, and they do some really cool stuff, like expanding it there and like turning it around because it doesn't have to worry about like this. You couldn't do this in X like at all. It's dizzying, but it's really cool.
The background is really nice looking.
Yeah, I really like this venue too. Like, I honestly, for Battle Craze, I almost really wanted to do like a venue that's like a stormy like oil rig or something, or like some kind of like factory outside in the rain.
That's a good look, yeah.
I think I actually know a character where I can apply that to. I won't say who yet.
I've been surprised before, so I won't speculate. Spoilers, it's Nina Williams for the Namco series Tekken.
Yeah, Nina Williams is obviously going to be our Tekken guest character, even though one of us had a dream about Armor King being in. Was it Armor King or was it Jack? I think it was Armor King.
Do not remember. I think wearing armor is kind of unfair. I mean, it's a wrestling ring.
I mean, you know, gimmicks. Going to the clown.
Unfair.
But it's unfair to be a clown in the wrestling ring.
Yes. That's scary.
I don't think John Cena has color phobia. Or color phobia. I misspelt it once, I definitely did.
Colorophobia, yeah. We had a discussion about that word, considering it's the name of a Dead by Daylight perk.
And not I'm Survivor?
Not yet. Will be after they start answering my calls. That's an old joke. You gotta say, like, Twitter DMs or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
Keep up
you're
with
gonna
the
be like,
times.
hey, Matt Pat, do a game theory video on Battle Craze.
Is the craze battle too crazy?
I really don't know what kind of cracked up shit somebody like that could think of for Battle Craze.
Is it realistic to dream about the future?
Can Wallace even be alive?
No, he's dead. Is Sherm capable of fighting despite his affliction?
Are Wallace and Cece actually related?
Oh yeah, we're doing dumb game theories. Is Sherm alive? Is
Sherm actually in purgatory and he's just dreaming Battle Craze in his death?
Is Sherm even real? Is he a hallucination brought on by Ajit's dreams? Is
Does
Battle
Ajit-
Craze even real? Or is it all just in his head?
Does Ajit actually hate vanilla ice cream? This track still looks really nice.
Yeah?
Something about like science meets just like a lot of water I really like.
No, same.
Yeah, I was like visiting Sonic Rider Zero Gravity in like preparation for a watch of it, and like one of the like venues is also something similar like this, and it's really cool.
All this reminds me of is every time I have, like, play something similar to Minecraft, and or just playing Minecraft, my first instinct is to, like, build an underwater city.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just make Bioshock is what I want to do.
Make Bioshock, but not racist.
I'm gonna leave that one where it is.
Anyways, F-Zero GX. I don't remember how you unlock the Diamond Cup, which is the one that comes up next.
Assume you just beat the others on hard or whatever.
Probably. It's like, I never actually got... It's weird, like, I think I got Diamond Cup at some point. I remember the tracks, but I don't remember actually getting it.
Are there any racers you'd definitely like to keep in the F-Zero?
None of them amount to much. But Falcon has potential.
I see. Thank you for the
I'm just
interview.
gonna stand here and
that's
grip
all
my
for
hands.
Adrenaline-driven F-Zero TV. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
And I'm gonna
that was weird.
idle... Yeah, I'm gonna idle even after you skip this cutscene. And here is where, you know, tracks get really hard. Like, really hard. So this is a track. So this is a track taking place in like a giant space elevator. Oh, also there's 3 different paths, and there are no rails for most of it. Have fun.
This makes no sense.
Yeah. Like, how can you have like a giant racetrack in the middle of a giant cosmic elevator? But it looks cool.
This very much seems like something Namco got their hands on.
Yeah, it kind of has that vibe. Like, Tekken 6, I think, was the one that had, like, the giant elevator with, like, Nancy on it. Also, Tekken 7, for that matter, they also have something like this.
Tekken 5 had something kind of looking like this as well.
Oh, yeah, right. Though it wasn't... yeah, it did.
I actually kind of forgot this game is actually pretty old. Like, for a second I was like, I wonder which one came first. It's like, oh yeah, this one probably came first. It's a GameCube title.
F-Zero. It's also, you know, that game that never got a sequel in like more than 20 years.
Because it just looks really nice.
Yeah, it does. Oh!
Okay.
I don't know what happened there. I guess he's restarting because he, you know, doesn't want to waste one of his lives. There's still the live system in this.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen a lot.
I don't think it'll happen again.
It certainly does look precarious.
It's definitely one of those tracks you have to be, like, really careful on. Still cool as hell.
Still bobbing my head to this music.
Oh no, it's really hard not to groove to this particular track. Alright, somebody made a Mugen stage based off of this track.
Oh yeah.
I really like that guy's works. I really appreciate how he took, like, a bunch of, like, GameCube games and, like, made Mugen stages out of them, including GX. Alright, that guy also made Rainbow Road from F-Zero X as a stage, too. Yeah, the AI is having a bit of trouble keeping up.
That warning sound is, I'm pretty sure, using Ape Escape, and I just keep thinking of that every time.
Who was Ape Escape made by?
Sony.
Oh, never mind. They weren't involved in this in any way.
Nope.
It's actually reminding me of like the low health noise that happened in Pokemon, and like I'm just remembering how in Pokemon Black and White they actually made like a music theme based around that, and it was bopping as hell.
Huh.
I think that was like really nice, and they like didn't keep it for like future Pokemon games because you know I still think that Pokemon Black and White was like the last time they really had any passion for the Pokemon series. Of course, Pokemon is a whole different can of worms compared to F-Zero, where it's just dead. Meanwhile, Pokemon's already on Generation 9.
I've basically exhausted everything I've had to say about that series.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear me talk about that again.
Also, doing a watch of, like, Pokemon probably isn't, like, really... It's definitely not something that you would want to do because of just how long and how much stuff there is to go through in the main storyline of each game.
No, a slow turn-based RPG is definitely not an ideal thing for this format of videos.
Have you done other RPGs before, if you mind me asking?
Not any traditional ones, no.
Huh.
It's like that's why I'm doing the sort of like playing Earthbound on the side thing instead of actually doing a watch on it, because it's just way too fucking long.
Yeah, I get that. Where did you last leave off again? Fourth side, I think.
I have to go to the monkey caves, which is yeah, I was in Foresight, and there's still more there to do. I have to take a detour back to the desert to go to the monkey caves, which is potentially the worst place in the entire game, so that'll be fun.
Oh.
You'll see. It's bad.
Yeah. I'm at least glad that you're playing it, because I like your really laid-back commentary on things. And also, you know, the rest of the Midnight Wandering just popping in and saying hi.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah, I did, like, see a few times you were, like, playing, like, when I just got up, and I was tempted to just, like, peek my head in, but I'm also, like, I just woke up. I'm not, like, really in the mood to talk.
Oh, that's when Soap joined us for the last one? Or the first one, I forget. But either way, yeah, that's because, like, he wakes up at, what is in my time, like, 6 or 7 in the morning? So...
Oh, so he's, like, probably living around where I am. New York-ish?
Georgia.
Oh. Yeah, same time zone, because I know that V and I have the same time zone.
Huh. But yeah, no, like, that was a thing where we were, like, really early in the morning, and then he's just like, hey, what's up? We're here. But yeah, no, if you ever feel like just popping in just to watch, like, always welcome. We're always just hanging out in that chat, just talking games.
And talking other things if ARPA is involved. I still don't know what was going through his head to say that one fucking thing in our Guilty Gear Strive, like, session.
He does that a lot. As someone who's actually had to, as someone who's hung out with him quite a bit, especially the last couple of years, he does just say things. I mostly say that because I don't remember what you're talking about, but I'm sure it was very ARPA.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it in a public, to be seen by everybody video.
Oh yeah, it's something to do with, like, genocide or something, yeah.
No, no! It had nothing to do with genocide, tigers or not.
Oh, right. I was like, wait, what? Tigers? Obviously, I have to think of Sagat every time I think of tiger.
And not Terry. If Sagat were in Battle Craze and he used Tiger Genocide against Terry, would she instantly die?
She'd just be like, alright, fuck, I'm out.
I think she'd be like, genocide? I guess it means that I have to be dead.
She'd just be like, rude.
Actually, if we were to have any Street Fighter character in Battle Craze, who would your pick be?
Oh, I thought you were just gonna ask generically, who would it be? And I would just be like, jury. That one has the biggest, like, our group energy.
Yeah, I could see that. Even though that we have, like, some ideas for future potential characters that kind of share traits with her already.
Do we? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Then again, she's been in 2 games, and was pretty different in those games, so, you know, I don't know.
She was actually in 3 games, but, you know, Street Fighter Cross Tekken isn't really a game.
Yeah, it does not count. Street Fighter Cross Tekken is Street Fighter 4. Also, we implemented Tekken characters really bizarrely.
Yeah. The game looked like fucking Play-Doh.
I wanted to actually play it with Bob so that we could just, you know, see how it is held up.
I wanted to get it when it released.
And then they took it off the Steam store because, they feel like, hold on, no one can play this game because of Games for Windows Live. Okay, bye.
Even though that there was like some sort of process by fans that told you how to like work around that, I think.
Yeah, I actually got it to working at some point. I refunded the game, I think? I forget exactly why I did that.
Because you didn't want Street Fighter Cross Tekken in your Steam library?
No, I'm not, like, childish. It's just, like I have Skullgirls, it doesn't matter. I think it was basically that I bought it and then found out that because of Games for Windows Live, I literally couldn't play it, nor could I actually access the content that I had paid for, because you can't use the DLC when Games for Windows Live isn't working. So, that's also the reason why the installer is bugged out, and I had to use some sort of fan fix to actually get that working. So I was just like, well, you know, why did I, even if I got it for cheap, why did I pay for a game that, like, I literally can't actually even play properly? So I got it refunded. And I think I bought it again at a cheaper price, but now,
You can't play it.
yeah.
Damn. I don't really know how the game played, but like before like the 2013 update, I just remember almost like conking out watching an Evo match of it. It was one of the first fighting games that almost made me want to go to sleep. No kidding. Other than Pokken.
Oh, Jesus. That one is miserable. I think Street Fighter Cross Tekken is just honestly, like, the reason I never actually liked it when I first played it is because I didn't like Street Fighter 4. And now that I'm, like, getting more serious into fighting games, I'm like, no, actually, like, I highly prefer footsie-based games. Like, anime fighters are kind of bullshit, which, you know,
Yeah.
to each their own. I just, you know, I actually do find, you know, footsie-based games more interesting to play. They might not be as interesting to watch, but it like, they are whenever you know what's going on, but when you don't, yeah, no, they're not that exciting. Whereas anime fighters can be, depending.
Yeah.
I know Killer
Admittedly,
Instinct was
I
a
do
hell of a
like.
fun to watch.
Yeah, admittedly, I do like watching Marvel 3 sometimes, from time to time.
I did,
you
and
know,
then it kind of
just went into zero.
Zero and
loop.
Virgil and everybody was playing the same characters. It was like one outlier occasionally, and it'd usually just be that guy who played Morgan, and also made me want to fucking watch something else.
I hate Chris G too. Not because he plays Morgan, but because he's sexist.
I hate him for both reasons.
Yeah, I can understand that. Anyways, here's a real Phantom Road. So,
What? Railings?
there are railings, but this is a very, like, narrow track. There's also, like, dead ends at some points.
What?
There'll be, like, parts of the track that, like, have, like, the refill stuff. But if you, like, keep driving over it, it's just, like, pit. Like, right here, if you kept driving on that, you would have driven off the track and died.
Well, a little less dead end than I was expecting, but fair.
Yeah, it's still pretty insidious, even for a game like this.
Did, like, a Tekken composer work on this music?
I actually don't know. F-Zero DX. Let me get the composer information up. Hopefully they'll have it. Genre, modes. Oh my god, F-Zero wikis suck. They suck so much. Composers. Hidenori Shoji and Daiki Kasho. Let's see. Shoji worked on various games in the Yakuza series and Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, Sega. Okay.
And Fighting Vipers too, while Daiki Kasho worked on The King of Fighters, really? Which one? Let me see. Regret Another Day. The King of Fighters Another Day? That wasn't the one with Here Comes the Rooster! Yeah!
That's the one.
Aww. The person who helped work on this also did the fucking Trouble Man song.
he was a band member for Alice in Chains?
Oh no! Wrong one. My bad. Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo. Okay, this guy must have been responsible for, like, most of the vocal tracks, because most of his songs listed on his Wikipedia page, like, are just, like, single song entries. So I'm assuming they're just vocal stuff. That's actually not a bad way to split it. You get somebody to do, like, the video gaming music and the other person to do, like, the vocal stuff.
Yeah.
F-Zero TV. Are you going to donate some of your prize money to charity?
Bitcoin! I'm not gonna waste even one credit on charity.
Thank you for the interview.
This
all for adrenaline-driven
is such a
F-Zero
weird
TV.
segment because
That's
it's
it,
like,
everyone. We'll
here
see
is a
you at the
character
next
saying
Grand
something
Prix.
very generic to a very generic question. Okay.
There's some times where they actually pull the rug under you. It's like one for Antonio Guster where he's asked, like, what's under his helmet, and he's like, it could be anything. It could be a mohawk. Surprise! It's a mohawk. They actually modeled the mohawk, by the way.
Great. Axe? Oh. Wait.
AX.
Ah.
This was all of the arcade stuff.
Interesting.
Originally, like, some of the, like, earlier ones had, like, more laps to them, and, you know, given that it's more standardized here, everything's just 3 laps.
Screwdrive, I'm pretty sure that's the name of a Tekken mechanic.
Screw! So yeah, this is like the really basic, like, you know, get your ears wet, dip your toes, get used to like the arcade stuff.
Get your
When it
ears
comes-
wet?
Okay, maybe I meant to say something else, like, you know, ease into like the thing. As this cup was definitely like designed for the arcade experience. Like you got really easy, and then later you just get absurdly long tracks.
I'm gonna start using get your ears wet.
You know, give an excuse to give people wet willies.
I enjoyed this music so much it got my ears wet.
Damn girl, you know how to get somebody's ears so wet. Oh wait, they're bleeding.
That's
Anyways, we're in outer space now. Just straight up in outer space.
I'll say a lot of this felt pretty spacey, but yeah.
Quite literally, outer space.
Oh, this is the turbo tunnel from that one, Crash Team Racing level. Engine Labs.
Just full of that futuristic guys.
It's
I don't
ice.
know what really. Yes.
Oh.
Nice. I'm surprised that this track was like referenced wholesale in the anime. There's like a whole episode revolving around it.
Weird.
There's like a bunch of like original tracks, and there's like a few that are like referenced from GX. This one included.
Games took like such a huge jump in quality of this era.
Yeah. It's a shame that like the only things after this would just be like a few Game Boy titles. In order to help promote the anime, that is. I mean, they weren't bad, it was just not as extensive as this.
Right.
F-Zero Climax didn't even release in States, given that the anime overseas, like, didn't get past, like, 16 or so episodes. It was dubbed by 4Kids, by the by, so you could probably imagine how that went down.
Great.
Okay, F-Zero at least made a little bit more sense than One Piece.
Yeah.
Nammy, use your rubber knife!
Yeah. We don't have a boat, and it's a long way to the shore.
I simply love this juice. You have to try some. I have to mention that it's juice, so it cannot be misconstrued as alcohol in any way.
I can't tell you what kind of juice it is because the label's been wiped clean.
I don't know why they do that.
I have
They're
no
just
fucking
like, you know what? English. We can't have people reading.
No idea.
Like graves censored or just removed.
It almost feels like maybe they got a copy of it with, like, a lot of the text removed so that they could, like, fill in the blanks. But
And they never just did.
yeah, it's like, insert name here, and they just, like, whatever, we got the voice in, who cares?
The complete removal of guns, and if it's in One Piece, then you just have fucking cork guns.
I can't get over the whole, like, they cut out an entire small arc and then had to try to explain away why, like, Mr. 3 was up to during that time. And instead of, like, him reporting back on what had happened, he just starts telling, like, knock-knock jokes. And it's like, wow.
And like how, like, Nami's mom was apparently, like, killed by Arlong with, like, a gun or something, but in the 4Kids dub, he just points at her and then sentences her to prison. So it's just like, you're just gonna live with the fact that your mom is just in prison forever?
Well, yeah, that's why Zolo went on his quest, is because his childhood friend, was sick forever.
Yeah, he's got a permanent illness of, like, the cooties or something.
She's just like, I don't feel like getting out of bed for the rest of my life.
I mean, like, if you had to, like, you know, not show the gun, that's okay. You could still imply, like, death. It's not, like, too hard of a concept for kids to grasp. Like, there's, you know, so many fucking Disney movies that revolve around death as a central plot point.
Yeah, no, it's this, like, bizarre-ass, like, shotgun approach of, like, instead of just making, like, doing whatever you can, just, like, the bare minimum, like, doing everything to scrub it completely clean, because we don't actually understand what our audience is. Just wanted to...
Well,
I don't know.
It's supposed to be for kids, so they're just like, you know what? Kids don't understand, you know, what it means to lose somebody that's important for you for the sake of growth. Well, they may not fully understand it now, but they definitely have the ability to do so. But we'll just cut out every single death and say everybody is sick or imprisoned.
It's weird because, like, the kind of stuff that you would actually see on, like, Cartoon Network would never go into something that dark, but then it just brings to the question, like, is this even the right audience for that kind of thing? It's like, I don't think the age group is, like, adverse to watching that kind of stuff, but, like, on that channel specifically, like, you're having to completely rewrite an entire story just to make it, you know, work with the rest of your content. It's, like, bizarre?
Yeah. No wonder why people joke about, like, 4Kids versions of other pre-existing manga medias like JoJo, just because of the absurdity of the idea.
Yeah.
Like, One Piece is definitely, like... It's definitely, like, not for kids, but... It definitely, like, probably has, like, a young teen audience somewhere.
Yeah, it's like, it's meant for a more specific group, whereas, like, Cartoon Network is a lot more broad. So, like,
Yeah.
you kind of have to... You have to dumb it down in order to actually make it appropriate for more people than it was ever intended to be for.
And also the idea of, like, actually taking JoJo and trying to make it for kids is, like, kind of impossible?
Basically, yeah. Like, you'd have to write out entirely, like, as a small example, the fact that Dio has his Jonathan's body. Like, he cannot have
Or,
killed
like,
Jonathan.
Or, like, you can't even have Zeppeli die. Like, I honestly was kind of shocked at, like, how sudden his death was, and, like, you really can't just, like, bypass that and just, like, explain how Zeppeli, like, lost his legs.
Zeppeli?
And then was just, like, Zeppeli, you know,
Zeppeli.
guy with the hat in part 1.
Zeppeli.
I probably should have known that because I was fucking Italian.
Also, I got confused. I thought you meant Speedwagon, who also has a hat for, like, a few scenes.
Actually, how would they even, like, do the Caesar death? There's, like, no way that they could even get away with that.
They'd have to invent some sort of new disease. He's got the ripples.
The ripples.
Means he can't fight ever again or be seen.
It means that if he's specifically gently crushed by a rock, he can never lift it up.
Yes. It's like that guy in Part 4 who becomes a rock, but instead of becoming a rock, he decided sort of live with the fact that the rock is on top of him.
Yeah. You don't question how he, like, eats or, like, you know, uses the bathroom or anything. He just lives there now, and, you know, Joseph just takes some time to, like, not visit him. Actually, how would you censor the Pillar Men?
Just cut them out.
You can't cut the antagonists out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. I've seen One Piece. They lop off whole bits of it. They don't care.
It's like, oh, you know, gathering gale is just, you know, a light breeze. You know, all of those, how would you even censor the Nazi soldiers? There's like a no fun zone?
They're just some, like, they're French now. I don't know. They're from France now. Why? I don't know. They're just, you know, they're just really eager. I'm thinking more of, like, the localization for, like, Phoenix Wright, where everything is, like, taking place in a different country. And then you keep going with the series, and then you have to, like, swap everything around because it's like, oh shit, they introduced an American character, but she's supposed to be foreign. She's German now, even though she's American. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like how in Japan, Sherm is Wallace and Wallace is Sherm.
Damn it.
If we do actually get some way to get Battle Craze like localized in Japanese, we have to make that change. As stupid as it is.
Absolutely. I imagine it's something random like what Crash Bandicoot went through. They had to like compose new music for it in the last second because like Sony or Japan was just like, this is weird.
Just like entirely new art to make everything look cutesy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Jeet's gonna have to look a lot nicer on the box cover because the American one he looks really angry.
Damn. I'm still thinking about 4Kids JoJo, and I'm like, is somebody with two right hands like too disturbing for kids?
I don't know. Probably. Not because it actually is, but just because, like, 4Kids would see that and be like, oh, we can't have that. That's fucked.
Now I'm imagining, like, what these characters would sound like fucking Whole Horse.
Oh, no. They'd all just sound like the other 4Kids voice actors doing their voices.
Whole Horse just sounds like Usopp for no reason.
Oh, what's the name of that
gun
fucking
is mightier than the sword.
It's like Game Gear reference.
What game?
He made like a board game reference.
Board game reference?
Yeah.
The gun is mightier than the sword? Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about board games, I'm sorry.
Toilet.
Yeah, they're all toilets, their own special way. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's no fireworks in this one.
Is there any interview?
Yeah, it comes after this.
Oh.
And then credits.
Spiral.
Spiral Buster!
Ha! Dancing swords!
And, here's everybody. No, you're
Wow.
Mobster, Fat-Ass, Twins, Poops, and, Papyrus from Undertale.
Plum Perna.
I'm not gonna lie, he does coincidentally look a lot like Papyrus, but he came first, so fuck you, Toby Fox.
Yeah, fuck you, Toby Fox, for getting a character design inspired by F-Zero. How dare you?
F-Zero TV.
Do you want a TV on your PC?
F-Zero TV.
Mr.
who has brought
Zero?
you Heated race after heated race.
He's always
We'll
been
now
called that
present
since
an
the
interview with
beginning.
champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
You ran out of questions.
What are your total assets?
I get more interest per second than the prize money of this race.
I
It's all
don't know
in
why
Bitcoin.
I
Thank you
entered.
for the interview. This has been a speed crazy dream extravaganza episode of F-Zero
I can totally
TV.
imagine this guy
That's it,
doing
everyone.
fucking
We'll see you at the
Bitcoin.
next Grand Prix.
Like, Doncoin.
Has his own
F-Zero
Yeah,
TV.
Doncoin.
Doncoin.
And here we do the Sonic Adventure credits thing again. We see this
Oh.
again. Yeah, the movies were originally like really like small quality. Because like everything that was pre-rendered back then was just like unreasonably smaller than it needed to be.
Oh, yeah.
Stressimus. Come in aside. Stressimus.
He has belts around his legs.
Oh yeah, this is actually a remix from the first F-Zero. Its credits theme.
Huh.
You know, pay tribute to the thing that started it all, even though it's not really that substantial. It still has a spot in, you know, gaming history, but it's still, you know, F-Zero for the SNES.
I would imagine the Fuzzy Pickles guy took all these pictures.
I like how much he looks like G from Street Fighter.
I am president of the world, of the earth, and of taking pictures!
Take a picture with the president.
I can actually imagine him doing that for publicity.
Take a selfie.
Nice
Day.
Inc. Hey, Miyamoto. Make another one of these.
More like Mia mode. No.
Well, hopefully there's gonna be somebody who makes a spiritual successor to this series, at least. Well, it won't be like F-Zero 1-to-1, it'll at least be F-Zero in spirit, and I think that's an important part to take out. We're also probably not going to be doing like all the spin-offs and the Game Boy titles.
Yeah.
The next watch I have in mind is, I actually want to, like, see if we can't get, like, the Skullgirls thing started.
Oh yeah. I gotta do some prep for that.
Yeah, that makes sense, and I'd imagine you have still some more Castlevania games to go through. Enterfirm Gym 3D.
I got lots of fun stuff headed my way.
Yeah.